Hi everyone! Tonight I'm going to talk to you about my patron, Odin. Who is Odin? Well, Odin is a Norse god. He have many names. He's believed to have at least 170 names. You may know him as the Allfather, Wotan, the god of war, god of poetry, and many more names. He is the son of Bor and Besla. He have two brothers, Vili and Ve. You can also consider Loki to be his blood brother. He's married to Frigg and he's got three sons with her, which is Balder, Hod, and Hermod. He also have a son with the goddess Jord, which is Thor. You may know him. And with the giantess Grid, he had a son named Vidar. He's also the father of Tyr, the one-armed god. Odin have two ravens. One is called Odin, which means thought, and the other one is Munning, which means memory. And they travel around the world to see what's happening, and then they get back to Odin and they tell him all they hear and saw, and that's how the Allfather know everything that's going around. He also have two wolves. One is called Jerry, that means greedy, and the other one is Freaky, which means voracious. He also have a special horse who have 8 legs, and his name is Sleipnir. His favorite arms are Gungnir, which is a spear. Something to know also is that Odin is associated with Yule, okay? And some Christian may see him as Santa Claus, okay? That's where the idea of Santa Claus is coming from, Odin. Odin is also associated with wisdom, healing, death, knowledge, war, sorcery, and poetry. His colors are blue, gray, and black. Symbols: spear, wolves, raven, the Valknut. His rune is Enzus. Wunjo, Gebo, and also Otala. Is associated also with ash, helm, mugwort, and juniper. Sorry. For me, personally, I associated them with cedar and pine. As you can see, that's why I put some pine on my altar, or fir if you wish. His number are 3 and 9. Animals are wolves, snake, bear, horse, and raven. Personally, I had many experience with Odin, and something you have to know is when he comes, he never comes alone. Okay, he can bring another god or goddess with him. To me, he brought Loki. Sadly, I wasn't ready to deal with Loki, but now I've learned. So if it happens next time, I will be ready for it. Uh, I think also that Hecate can have brought him because I heard that sometimes he and Hecate can work together, which makes sense because they're both associated with magic, with plants, death. So, yeah, they can be a team, working as a team. To me, Odin's can come in vision. I saw him also in my crystal ball. Um, and I saw him in scrying in the sky too. Contrary to Hecate, Odin talked to me at least one time, and that was special. All I can say is that Odin can be very, very um, persistent. I'm gonna tell you why. So, to make it simple, those who knows me know that I do some rune reading on the Wednesdays. So basically, what happened is that one Wednesday, sorry, I missed a rune reading. So I was supposed to do it the next Thursday, but since Odin is associated with Wednesday, I decided not to do it until the next Wednesday. So I can tell you that Odin wasn't pleased really, so he let me know. So basically, he came at me and he was asking me to do the reading and do the reading and do the reading. So I can say that about 3 days after that, I finally made a promise to him. So I promised him that each Wednesday, no matter what, unless, unless something really, really bad would happen, but I would do the rune reading. So that's why I do my readings. Um, that's the only time I heard from him. Now, when he wants to talk with me, he always uses runes. What I mean by that is that if he wants to send me a message, then, for example, he will send me a runes like that. So I will know that what his message is. So it can be everywhere, can be in the sky, can be in water, uh, can be anywhere. Like I said, can be a branch from a tree, um, can be the other day was some hair, the form of the hair, how it was placed, and yeah, that's his way of communicating with me. Now, this candle you see is a new one, but usually I made some candle for him, and I also do some incense for him. Okay, I bought some too, but I made mine, so I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna try to show you. So basically, yeah, that's Odin's incense. So yeah, all of my altar is in wood, mostly with things made with wood or rock, things like that. Because for a reason, um, not sure why, but I feel that woods and rock and that kind of material is really meant for Odin. For example, I wouldn't see like some paper or something like that for him. I know it's weird, but that's how I work with him. And even with the runes, I prefer to have the runes like this or in woods instead of having a rune oracle deck. Not sure why, but that's how it is. I know some do it with cards, but I just can't. So that's how I work with Odin, and I'm sure that it can come to other in many different ways, as we all have our special bond with him, if I can say. Um, I also have some special signs that he gave me, and when you need advice, is always there. And is a good God to work with. Now, I know that it can be some controversy because um, not everyone, some in the pagan community, uh, think that it's mostly for white people or you have to be from Scandinavia, example, to worship Odin. Well, that's their belief, but I don't think your color matter or even where you're from, just as long as you worship him and you honor him the best as you can. And mostly I think that he chooses you. So if he chooses you, he have his reason for it. Okay? So basically, if he wants to work with you, you can work with him. Just as always, do respect them, and they will respect you and help you as much as you need to. If you want to honor him also, you can burn him candle, and you can write him some poem or uh, work with a plant. As I say, Odin can be seen as a shaman, so that's good ways to work with him. And also you can give your times, and you can do some things for him. I'm sure you will appreciate it. So I hope that this helped you and that made you discover maybe a new aspect of Odin. Now, I know that Odin is not perfect and that he did some bad things. I'm aware of it. But I'm not gonna excuse him saying that, but excuse me. What he always did for knowledge, okay? To always have better knowledge and things like that. No, it doesn't excuse most of the thing he did, but he was always thinking for not just him, but for all of the other gods and goddess. So yeah, that you have to know. But like I said, it can be very persistent, so be aware of it. But if you're ready to do it and to work with him, then go for it. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and happy Women's Day.